We're going to be talking about Reader's Theater. Reader's Theater is a study strategy in which students practice reading a story aloud while using oral expression. They don't need to worry about costume pieces or props or sets or movement on stage or even memorizing their lines. Instead, they read their lines, but the whole point is to practice fluency, and the whole focus is on the literature and communicating it to the audience. Students usually find this to be really fun and engaging, and just a great way to practice fluency because they have a purpose at hand. They'll be putting on a play. So what you would want to do for your students is to choose a book that is either already written in the play format or that has a lot of dialogue in it so that you can adapt it for a play. So what I did was I took the book, The Velveteen Rabbit, and created a little script based off of it because there's a lot of dialogue in that book. And with the narrative lines, you can just make that into Storyteller 1, Storyteller 2, Storyteller 3, and so on. And the dialogue you can turn into characters, which is what I did. But before you pass the script out to your students or hand out their characters, you'll want to model fluent reading for them. So a good thing that you can do is you can project a script or a piece of the script up onto the board for them, and then you can tell them to make sure that they're focusing on articulation, projection, and voice inflection. And you'll also ask them to listen to you model for them, and listen to see if you model by using correct pauses, correct end mark punctuation, vocal intonation, and enthusiasm. So I'll do that for you now. I'll read one of Velveteen Rabbit's lines. This is his very first line, our main character, and I'll try to focus on those things that I just spoke to my class about. What is real? Does it mean having things that buzz inside you and a stick-out handle? Does it hurt? So that was me trying to model for my student how to use correct pauses, how to use enthusiasm, and how to express the feelings of the character. So in this scene, the Velveteen Rabbit feels very sad and scared and confused. So I tried to express all of those things in the way that I modeled for my students. So after modeling, you'll hand out the scripts to each student and give them their character, or you can let them choose their own characters if you have a really great class. And then you'll remind them that they're not memorizing these scripts, they're going to be practicing them so that they can practice fluency and enthusiasm, vocal intonation, all of those things that we talked about. Usually students practice for about a week, if not more, before they perform in front of an audience. And an audience usually consists of their parents or some other classes at the school, or sometimes you can even invite the whole school if that's something that your school will support. And usually all students really enjoy this activity. Recent findings have shown that fluency, including accuracy and speed, is developed on practice text. So Reader's Theater is a great way to practice the text in a way that's meaningful and purposeful for the students. Feel free to check out my other video on my wiki page that shows a real demonstration of some students doing a Reader's Theater of The Three Little Pigs. Thanks for watching!